Can we build a good gaming PC for less than 35,000? Let's find out. Hey guys, this is Keerthan Bhat from Gadget Park. Let's get started. In this video, we will be testing out the AMD Ryzen 5 2400G APU. The parts used in the build are AMD Ryzen 5 2400G APU, which costs around 12,000, the MSI B450 Pro M VDH motherboard, it costs around 7,000. We are using RAM from Corsair. It's a Vengeance RAM with 3000 MHz speed and it's a 8GB stick of 2. So we are using a total of 16GB of RAM. Each RAM costs around 3000 rupees. A 1TB SATA hard drive for 3600 rupees. A generic ATX cabinet which will cost you around 2000 rupees. We will not be adding a dedicated GPU in this build because we will be testing out the games and softwares using the built-in Vega 11 graphics on the AMD Ryzen 5 APU. For this build, a 450 watt power supply is more than enough, but for future upgrades, we will be adding a 550 watts power supply. This will cost you around 3800 rupees. If you have the budget, you can go for an optional SSD and install Windows on it or other softwares which you use, which will increase the boot time by a lot of time. Total cost of the build will be around 35,000, but the pricing of PC parts fluctuates a lot. So please make sure you go to the links in the description to find out the correct pricing, and you can also buy from the links in the description. Alright, let's directly jump into the games, and if you wanna go to a particular game, you can find the timestamps in the show description, so you can go there and directly go to the game. I have recorded this video on an external camera because if I record using the screen recorder built in on the computer, then there will be a massive frame drop. Let's start with some of the popular titles. CSGO runs at around 50 to 60 FPS with all high settings at 1080p resolution. Around 4.5 GB of RAM is used and around 1.6 GB of GPU power is used. We get a total of 2 GB of video memory in this APU. Honestly, I expected more as this is an old game, but this is what you get. The super buggy and very popular title is PUBG. I'm a super noob at this game. We get around 25 FPS in the air and around 40 FPS on the ground. The resolution is set to 1600 x 900 with low and medium settings. Around 1.9 GB of video memory with around 7.5 GB of RAM is used. If you are a pro in this game, then it's fine. Else I won't recommend this game for this build. For people who don't play PUBG, there is always PUBG Lite. This game is made for this PC. We easily get around 100 FPS with high and ultra settings at 1080p resolution. Around a GB of video memory is used and with 4.5 GB of RAM usage. I love this game. If you are playing it, send me a request. My gaming IDs are in the description. Another super popular battle royale game is Apex Legends. Season 2 is out for the game, but at the time of recording we had season 1 only. This was my last season 1 game.
Attention, first blood.
First blood and it's not us. Wonderful.
Ring countdown.
We get 50 to 60 FPS at 720p at low and medium settings. For some reason, my GPU and RAM usage is not shown on the display. It's playable, but you won't get the best video output. Some people love simulator games. Let's try one. We have Euro Truck Simulator 2 here and we are getting an average FPS of 50 with night mode and rainy mode switched on. The settings are 1080p at medium and high settings. The video memory used is around 1 GB and 4.5 GB of RAM is being used. It's definitely playable and I would suggest you to try this game at least once. I really like it. Talking about racing games, we are testing F1 2018. We are getting around 60 FPS with a resolution of 1600 x 900 with low and ultra low settings. Around 1.8 GB of video memory is being used with 5.7 GB of RAM. The visual quality feels bad while looking at faces, but the race is completely playable.
Montana. Big sky country. The treasure state. People got a lot of names for it. I just call it home.
Story games is a must if you are into gaming. So here's Far Cry 5.
That's what blinded us to how ugly the people were getting.
You don't understand. No one took these groups seriously.
Anymore. Sheriff, there will be no more suffering.
Fuck this. Joseph C. I have a warrant issued for your arrest on the suspicion of kidnapping with the intent to harm.
We get around 35 FPS with a resolution of 720p with all low settings. That's a disappointment, honestly.
The locusts in our garden. See, they've come for me. They've come to take me away from you. mine. But now I see.
2 GB of video memory is used with around 7 GB of RAM. This game is super heavy. There are lags found during huge action sequences, but if you're fine with 30 FPS gaming, this game is for you.
Like me.
Please, are you there? Is somebody there? Please.
Get after him!
Talking about story games, we can never forget the most popular story game of all time. Here's GTA 5. I think at least once we have all played a GTA game. We get around 50 to 60 FPS with 1600 into 900 resolution. Around 1.6 GB of video memory is used with 6.7 GB of RAM. This is the game which I have played the most. It's awesome.
Surprise windfall, huh?
It takes time!
Time and money. Sure. Crop duster? That's the best we can do? Get in touch with my Mexican contact. Tell him we got some guns to sell.
I'll get you on the radio!
So my thoughts on the AMD Ryzen 5 APU is that it can run any title which you throw at it. But sometimes it compromises on AAA titles which gives you around 30 FPS 720p. Else all the other titles you will be getting at least 720p medium to high settings. If you want to improve your build, you can always add a dedicated graphic card. Say you add a 1060 Ti, then you can easily play 1080p games, any games you throw at it. Keep in mind that this is a budget processor and a budget build, so 720p gaming looks quite decent to me. I also edit my videos using this build, and to render a 6-minute file it usually takes around 3 to 4 minutes for a simple video track. I don't face any lags or any issues while doing this, or the day-to-day task goes really well, not an issue with that. I really like this build. I would suggest you to go for this build if you are a little bit shortage of money right now and if you want to upgrade your PC in the coming future. So this build is great for that. So that's pretty much it guys for this video. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked it, vote it down if you didn't, comment down your views and thoughts in the comment section, subscribe for more such content. This is Keerthan Bhat signing off. Have a great day. Bye bye now.